Hey you, yeah you, did you even see that you pulled out in front of me? Yeah, didn't think so. That's because you were on your phone. Distracted driving is now an epidemic in the US with many people dying every year. This is something I have researched before, and after reading about all the dangers and personally having had lost someone due to a distracted driver, this is a topic I feel very strongly about. Distracted driving is irresponsible, careless, and displays a complete disregard for the lives of others as well as the law. The amount of drivers talking or texting on the phone, eating, or interacting with other passengers is an ever-increasing danger to the lives of all drivers on the road, not just the ones distracted. First, let me tell you the problems behind distracted driving. Distracted driving is very dangerous and can majorly impact one's life. There are three types of distracted driving: visual, manual, and cognitive. Visual is the act of taking your eyes off of the road to complete a task. Manual is the act of taking your hands off of the wheel, and cognitive is when you're focused on everything going on around you and not actually on what you are doing. CDC.gov states that each day, approximately 9 people are killed and over 1,000 are seriously injured in car accidents that are reported to involve a distracted driver. Texting and driving is one of the main distractions you can commit as a driver. According to a poll from the Edgar Snyder Associates, 94% of teens acknowledge the dangers behind distracted driving, yet 35% admit to doing it anyways. 6 teens ages 16 to 19 die every day from motor vehicle injuries. You may think that taking that one Snapchat or sending that one quick abbreviated text is okay, but it's not. In the amount of time it takes to send that one simple text, you will have already traveled the length of a full football field if traveling at an average speed of 55 miles per hour. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes every year, and 1 out of every 4 of those crashes in the United States are caused by texting and driving. To put that into perspective, an example would be 4 of us leave school at the same time, and 1 of us is seriously injured or killed due to distracted driving, and only 3 of us return to school the next day. If you take a minute and really think about that, that could mean possibly you or one of your closest friends could be seriously injured or killed. Research by icebike.org shows that over 37,000 people die every year in automobile accidents. Now let me tell you some things that are happening and things that we can do to prevent these terrible accidents from occurring. There have been laws put in place in hopes to see a decrease in the amount of texting and driving accidents. The Federal Communications Commission states that there's a texting and driving ban in 47 states, and 16 states ban the use of all handheld devices altogether. These laws have been put in place in hopes to see a decrease in the amount of accidents revolving around a cell phone. Sadly, laws can only do so much. There are many things we as drivers or even passengers can do. We all know how tempting it is to want to look at your phone when you hear it ring, but there is a simple solution to that. Turn your phone to silent. Or if looking at a text or sending a text is super important, pull over to the side of the road, then look at it. If it isn't important enough to pull over, it isn't important enough to risk your life over. Or if you have a passenger sitting next to you, just hand them your phone and let them manage your text messages for you so you can keep your mind focused on the road and your surroundings. In conclusion, distracted driving is very dangerous and costs people many lives every single year. There are many solutions we can take action on to decrease the amount of distracted driving lives cost. Laws that have been put in place are a good way to decrease the amount of texting and driving, but the things you do as a driver may be more effective. Whether you turn your phone to silent, pull over to the side of the road and then look at a message or send one, or have a passenger do all those things for you, you're already on the right track. Please, whether you know somebody that texts and drives, or maybe you even do this, explain to them the dangers behind distracted driving and encourage them to stop. Don't wait for something bad to happen before you change your ways. Stop texting and driving before it's too late.